Now, this photo looks ordinary at first glance. A few American doctors crowded around a wounded man, but what you're seeing is one of the greatest ironies in modern history, because the man they're saving is the same man they would later execute. On September 11th, 1945, just a few days after Japan's surrender in World War II, also just a few days after the bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Hideki Tojo, Japan's wartime prime minister and the military architect behind the Pearl Harbor attack, is about to be arrested by Allied troops, but rather than face capture, he takes a pistol, aims the gun to his heart, and pulls the trigger. He misses. The bullet tears through his chest, leaving him bleeding and gasping on the floor. Moments later, United States soldiers burst in, expecting to find a corpse, but instead, they find Tojo barely alive. The soldiers rush him to a U.S. Army hospital in Tokyo, where American doctors, men from the country that he had attacked, operate to save him. They patch his lungs, transfuse his blood, and nurse him back to health. The man who once led Japan's war against the United States is now alive because of American medicine. Once recovered, Tojo stands before the International Military Tribunal for the Far East. He's charged with waging aggressive war, ordering mass atrocities, and overseeing the brutal occupation of China, Korea, and Southeast Asia. Under his command, Japanese forces committed the Nanking Massacre, executed prisoners of war, and enslaved civilians in forced labor camps. After a 2-year trial, Tojo was found guilty on 7 counts, including war crimes and crimes against humanity. On December 23, 1948, Tojo was hanged at Sugamo prison. It's a chilling twist of fate. The very nation that saved his life ensured he lived long enough to face justice. In the end, the doctor's compassion didn't spare him. It preserved him for his deserved end. Hideki Tojo survived the battlefield, only to meet his end on the gallows. But anyway, guys, you let me know what you think in the comments.